not
we
pointing
are.
action. He's got to do a point. We're not live until he points. When he points, then
We're
I know
live.
we're live. Good morning!
Oh, Jesus.
So, is that how it works?
It
Like,
never
you're the
gets
star?
old.
So you're the star?
Yeah, I guess.
So they like.
It's all them.
Do you get
Good
all-
morning, everyone. Welcome to Pinstripe Tuesday. We finally did it. We were talking for about 10 minutes before and realized we weren't live. So welcome to the shop on a Tuesday night. That's it. Done.
That's it.
That's it. Bye.
This is Dickie,
Hi.
Mr. Baxter. That's what it says right here.
It does say Mr. Baxter right there. That's
Right on
kinda
your-
funny.
I can only see. This is so different than when you watch the show. So for people out there watching, it's way different than what.
So
you see.
if you've never tuned in for Pinstripe Tuesday, go back a few shows.
Yeah.
This is crazy. We got a lot to do tonight. This is Dickie, my friend. He's the original, what did we say before?
Shop lackey.
Shop lackey. He's my original, he's the reason I adopt bulldogs now. He was my, he trained me to adopt things that don't listen.
He's the reason I poop in the yard now.
And
It's
he's-
the same
yeah.
thing. He trained me, so it's good.
He's gonna hang out in the shop tonight while I paint. It's kind of like the old days where I'll be working and he'll be talking, and
Wow.
like that.
Wow.
I didn't do much.
And there's,
Jigs are, oh.
I didn't.
He speaks so
I
highly
kept
of you when
everybody
you're not here.
entertained, though. I'm funny.
we just added more and more stuff to the business cards back then. We're like, Dickie, you want to tint windows this week? We'd send her to tint school.
I went to tin school. I'm so bad.
Like,
at
you
didn't
want
know
to
there
do
was a
sign? You want to do
tint
this?
school,
You want to do
wow.
glass etching?
we glass
So add it to the business card. We do
glass
glass
etch
etching.
for one
Give
day.
Dickie something
One day?
to do.
That was
it was
it?
like having it. Yeah. So we're gonna do auctions tonight. We're gonna do contests, giveaways. We're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little bit of gold leaf. I'm gonna do a little pinstriping. We're just gonna have fun tonight. So this is the panel that we're gonna auction off for Dickie's. Dickie got to pick the charity. That's the deal. You come hang out with me on the show, you get to pick the charity. So we got that, and we have what are we doing for the contest? We got a Ring doorbell,
And we got 2 Visa gift cards.
and we got 2 Visa gift cards. We're gonna do contests for those.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't think. I like your. This is like Freestyle Friday.
It
but
is
it's
freestyle. It's
so
total
crazy,
freestyle.
yeah.
I like your idea though, picking the number between it and it.
Picking numbers fun because it gets people. So
Yeah.
so I'll give you a hint. Last time
So
we did
between 1 and 2 million.
it. Yeah. Well,
Pick a
that's it.
number.
You have crazy followers. Like when
No,
we
there's
do
not. There's not that many people, because it has to be live.
Right, no, but I'm saying even
Right,
when,
right.
when you have people on, you have hundreds of people. Like when I do, I have like 25 people on.
So you can do like 1 to 30.
We do like 1 to 200. The last
We got to
one-
write a number down though, so they know we're not cheating.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna auction that off. I'm gonna gold leaf on this. I'm gonna do a little pinstriping. We're gonna tell stories. I want to thank some people though before we get into this.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the best friends on this page on the internet. So our friend Eric sent us this wooden.
That's cool.
Right? It's
Is that
cool,
all
right?
routed?
Yeah, it's like
If you can't see, yeah.
I
It's
think he
all,
did it with
like,
a router.
He did that with a router.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
amazing.
badass.
Is that like a CNC router that does
I don't
that?
know.
Yeah, he had to
I
take
don't
your
know.
logo and see. That's wild.
It's pretty cool.
And then
So
double
thank
staple.
you, Eric, for that. And then our friend Bill made this cool little pinstripe brush, dude.
Little tiki,
Well,
actiony.
he needs to go to the dentist, but
Yeah.
it's cool, right?
That looks like
It's like a
something you
shaving
draw.
brush. So thank you, Bill, for that. He sent that a while ago, and I forgot to mention it. So, and then this is the helmet that I was working on. Was this last week?
It was last week,
This was last week's.
but it had to
project.
not really be on until the driver.
Yeah, I
saw
couldn't
it.
really show the final thing till the driver saw it. So that's that. That's what we're working on last week. So if you want to see us working on that, go back. All the videos from every week, they're all on the Pinstripe Tuesday page, I believe. And that's that, right? Did I mention everything?
Our sponsors.
And we have sponsors now.
Hold on. We have sponsors.
Yeah, we do.
I want free stuff from
So,
sponsors. Why are we not getting?
I mean, we have a lot of sponsors that sponsor the shop, but we're gonna start doing sponsors with the
on the shows.
Pinstripe Tuesday. So tonight it's FBS Tapes and Sada and Baldwin Winery. So
Nice.
it's all things that I like. Spray guns, tape, and wine. It's all good. So visit them. say hi, and what else? What am I missing? There's a lot of stuff going on
okay,
here. We
so
don't normally have this much stuff to talk about.
We have to say officially.
Officially.
What the charity that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
auctioning
So let's talk
off.
about this, and we can get this going.
Dickie needs to say.
So this
his words.
panel, we're gonna auction off.
You told me to share. I'm trying to pay attention.
We're gonna auction this off for Hudson Valley Honor Flight.
Do you want me to talk
Which
about
is-
Hudson Valley Honor Flight?
Yes.
And that's a very local.
So Honor Flight is a national organization. Hudson Valley Honor Flight. My wife Patricia Marr is actually one of the founders. She's a co-founder. Her, Steve Nicoli, who's local here, Brian Marr, and Becky Marr.
Brian Marr is our
Brian and Becky just had a
supervisor.
baby also this week. So congratulations, my nephew.
Congrats.
So they started this, and this brings World War II veterans to the Washington D.C. to the World War II Memorial, and it's a free flight. And then Guardians make sure they get there safe. She gave me a whole bunch of other stuff I'm supposed to be saying that I'm not saying right now. But what I thought was cool, and
You
one
don't
of
listen
the
to your wife?
what's that?
You don't listen to your wife?
I do if she's watching. But what's really cool about this is now they're taking Korean War vets. They're eventually going to take Vietnam vets, but they'll take any era vet if they're also terminally ill,
That's
which I
awesome.
thought was really cool.
It's a great
To
organization.
do one of those flights, and this is all raised locally, to do one of those flights is $90,000, about $900 a veteran, and all the money's raised here locally. They haven't raised during COVID because they couldn't take anybody during COVID. They've done about 24 flights out of Stewart Airport here, and ShopRite is one of the main sponsors of that locally, our local ShopRite. And they write a big check every year to make sure those flights happen, so thank you so much to ShopRite, and it's just super duper cool. Hudson Valley Honor Flight, if you go on Facebook, if you go on the internet, definitely check them out. If you want to donate, fantastic, cool. If you want to be a guardian, let us know as well.
Awesome.
A lot of people know about it actually.
So this panel auction up, we're even gonna sweeten the deal now. We'll throw in a Nub Graphics hat. What else we got? We'll throw in stickers and everything. It'll be more than just the panel.
Yeah, we'll
so
throw in goodies.
start bidding now if you want it.
So when does it stop?
It stops at the end of the feed. We'll give
Okay.
notice. We'll give the last call before the hammer slams down.
Okay.
So you gotta. I mean, that's the deal. You gotta be here. You gotta be here to win it. So
You got to be in it.
you gotta be in it to win it. So that's that. I'm gonna. Where should I put this, Alex? Should I leave it somewhere? You know what? I'm just gonna put
We
it over
want a
here.
close up of the panel. So where can you do? There you do.
Is that good?
This is so different.
Why? What do you feel?
Because when you're on the phone watching this,
Yeah.
you don't. Well, usually it's because they're watching the artwork.
Right.
Right.
And like
Okay.
now I
See
can
the
I can
behind-
see you, which is
Yeah.
different because usually we just hear you.
Right.
So
I
that's
said I was like
it's
the
better.
crane game
Yeah.
before.
I'm
Yeah.
beautiful. Look.
Yeah.
I was like the crane game.
I wore makeup.
All right,
today. I
so-
was like there's gonna be people here.
We got. I'm just gonna start doing this. Otherwise, we're not gonna get anything done. So
Ooh,
when we did the
we're
gold leaf,
starting. They're already starting.
we had so many questions. So I'm gonna try and slow this down a little bit. So I'm gonna gold leaf this the edge of the orange. So this is Kaolin powder. Kaolin. Kaolin.
Kaolin. Kaolin.
Just Google it. I don't know where you can get it. It's Kaol.
Kaolin. I think Amazon. has
It's
it.
wrapped up in a T-shirt. You know, like it's just a little sack of
Where
powder.
can they get this T-shirt?
See when I shake it? See how it goes? Where can you get the T-shirt?
Yeah. I can't believe Dickie's not taking any cues for comedy when you were just.
When I was shaking the bag.
I'm taking this really
When I was
serious.
shaking the bag.
Oh,
So
is that-
basically,
This is very.
so basically, what this powder does,
being a grown up.
he's being a
Oh.
grown up.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know. I'm trying.
So basically, what this powder does
My wife said, "Don't
is
embarrass me.
don't.
Don't you embarrass me." I know what happens when you and Nub get together, and I was like, all right. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
And I keep interrupting him too. He's trying to
No,
teach
it's
everybody
fine.
about.
It's fine. I'm just talking about powder. What this powder does is it makes the little pieces of leaf not stick to anything except for where the gold size is. And we had so many questions about this. People were like, what is size? This is size. This is gold size. It's basically the adhesive that the gold sticks to. In its simplest explanation, that's what it is.
It's the glue that holds us together.
It's the glue that holds us together.
It's true.
So is that like when you were a kid and you did the glitter projects? like an art class.
Yeah.
No, that's Elmer's.
Yeah, but it's the
But-
It's the same
It's the same
idea.
concept.
You put the
Sprinkle
glue
this
down,
stuff on.
and then the glitter sticks to it.
I could do this.
We don't.
I could do this. Just
Add it
move
to
out of
his
the way.
business card right now.
So,
Yeah.
go ahead. I'll walk over here. You can do that. So, I basically put that down, and then I just take a tack rag and get rid of the the extra. You know what I'm saying? I used to do this with talcum powder. You can use talcum powder. This stuff is finer. It's a much finer ground powder, so it doesn't clump up like talcum.
Plus, you don't
Talc.
really use talcum now
You can't, because now they got commercials where you can.
because it goes up the vajayjay.
It goes up the vajays
It
and.
does, and something
Yeah.
happens. It
I don't know what
spins
you're doing
around.
with powder.
What?
I gotta be honest. The first time I
sounds
saw
like a
that
burn.
commercial, I was like,
It sounds. I only heard half of it. I have a very short attention span.
I'll
but
be
it sounds
honest.
Like it burns.
I'll be honest. The first time I saw that commercial, I was like, all right, that's a new
What
it's a new way to use baby
It's
powder.
a commercial about.
You know, it's
how
one of those
talcum
ones if you
powder can
use
go up the vajayjay.
Powder and you ended up with this,
And then
you
something
may
happens.
be able to win a lawsuit.
And then
And
the itchies happen or something.
So I have kids. I have a son and a
Don't use.
daughter.
Don't use.
Don't let 'em-
No, I'm so scared. Like
Yeah, no,
I don't.
so basically,
I leave that part. to
years
people that have
ago,
those.
remember when you had road rash?
Yes. Yes.
That's what I believe powder was for.
You're
What,
not telling the
powder?
story right.
But
You're
that's
not-
what powder's for.
What?
But you didn't
If
give
you
me
have, like-
powder. You didn't. You heard that story last time. You told it right.
Road rash?
So road rash is like like when you be out in
Oh.
summer all day.
Yeah, chub rub. Go chub rub.
Chub rub or like
Yeah.
when you're getting all chafed up or whatever.
Prickly heat.
So I'm
Where
a
you want-
young. I'm young
Want me
and
here, Alex?
impressionable. I'm young and impressionable at the time,
Okay.
and like this guy's my mentor. Like I think he knows everything.
First mistake.
I did.
And he did. He knew. All he had to do was know more than me, though, right?
Right.
So I say, "Hey, bro," and I'm meeting this girl who I liked, and she's about to come to our shop. So I say, "Hey, bro, this girl's coming to pick me up in the shop and everything." I was like, "But I got road rash. You got to help me out." And he's like, "All right, no doubt." He says, "What's up?" I said, "It hurts. It burns." And he goes, "Just go in the bay. I got some lotion there. Just put lotion on it." It's the most perfumed, scented
my
lotion in the
God.
whole world. He knows what he set me up for,
I
right?
knew exactly what I was doing.
So I go, "What do I do?" He goes, "Just don't worry, just slap it on there." Right? So like I go in the garage bay, like it was his first shop on Cherry Street. I take the stuff, slap it on there. He hears me scream, "Ah! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!" I run out. Right, the only running water
He's
we
got
have
the
is
hose.
the only water
And
we
he's
have is the
squirting
hose.
the hose up through his
That
pants.
didn't happen.
I
I
had
swear to
shorts
God,
on.
and it's
I-
shooting like a rooster tail.
Yeah, I'm like that. And the girl walks up as I'm going, "Ah! Ah!" And I've got water shooting like a geyser out the back of my shorts. And she's like, "Hey, so we're not going out? Huh? That's great."
Oh.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was good.
No, it was canceled. She didn't take pity upon
We
you.
she ended up actually being my girlfriend. So I give myself a lot
This
of credit.
is
I'm able to
a,
talk myself out of a lot of situations.
This is an Excalibur, by the way. I figured I would just pop in every now and then and throw pertinent information to what I was doing.
But that's what he did.
Wow.
He would throw there was never.
He had poison ivy.
This is good.
He had poison ivy in between his fingers one day, like bad. Like he was like
Ooh.
digging in poison ivy, and he's like, "How do I get rid of this?" And I was like, I had a big bucket that I used to wash my spray gun in. It was filled with lacquer thinner. I'm like, you gotta scratch it, just like get it all scratched up and just dip your hands in that bucket. And he's like, really? I'm like, totally.
I bet you it went away.
It did.
Everything went away. My skin went away. Everything went away. Yes. Yeah.
Your nails fell
You
off.
don't say it. I couldn't feel the poison ivy anymore because I couldn't feel. That's all. The cool part was though, you knew, not only did you learn how to not fall for jokes, you knew just to prank somebody else quicker. You just nobody would get
Yeah.
you if you had a good prank. So you just learned to have pranks, and like you'd invite new people to the shop and say, "Let's get them."
So, you guys had some kind of an intern that wasn't so smart, right?
Mike,
With the coffee.
Which one? Which one was that?
which one?
The coffee with the cream on top.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
Around
was
the Moon
that. No,
Donuts.
that was years ago. That was at my friend's shop.
Oh, that was at your friend's shop?
Yeah,
This is a good
yeah.
story.
The Round the Moon
That's good.
Donuts. That was the best. My friend's father used. I think that's where I. That's where I was like, oh man, we could just prank people all day, because I watched him. I used to letter their trucks, and he sent this guy to Dunkin' Donuts to get a whole list of things that didn't exist, like.
Did any of them exist?
Yeah, but it was Round the Moon Donuts and like.
Gotta have the cream
And the
on
cream
top.
coffee with the cream on top, and this guy was like not all there. So when he went to Dunkin' Donuts and asked for all this stuff, and they were probably looking at him like, all right, you're a little out of your mind. So he came back, hands everybody their stuff, and he's like, here's your coffee. And then he's like, they don't have Round the Moon Donuts. They said they don't know what a Round the Moon Donut is. And he's like, what are you talking about? I just had 2 of them last week. And then as he's telling this, he opens his coffee. He's like, what is this? The cream is all mixed in. I wanted the cream on top. He's like, God, I'm sorry. He takes the coffee and goes back to Dunkin' Donuts with the coffee because they made it wrong. It was cream was supposed to be on top,
Oh my
and to
God.
get the Round the Moon Donuts.
Did you see
He
how
sent him
it's
back
arguing?
probably 3 times.
Oh.
And by the last time, he was walking in the shop with the coffee like this. And I'm standing there like, are you
Poor
kidding me?
man. That's
You're just messing with this guy now. He's obviously not all there.
Bro, do you remember Mike Northrup?
That's what I thought she was talking about.
So, we tinted windows. Nub was trying to find a job for me to still stay and hang around the shop. So he's like, I'm going to send you to tint school, bro, and you're going to learn how to tint. And that was so short-lived because I liked the opportunity.
But it
I
was
wasn't,
horrible.
Yeah, I wasn't that great at tinting windows. And but I tried super duper hard. I don't want to let him down. But then I had a reputation for tinting windows. And so when I moved on to my shop order, then I had a shop lackey, I guess we call him, right? He, Mike Northrup. And he's probably watching. But he's like, hey, bro, I need your help. I'm helping my uncle or somebody remove tint off the back window of a car. And when you remove the tint off the back window of a car, it's really hard.
I'm going to cut you off for 1 second. So this is size now. This is done. I got to let this sit for probably 45 minutes. So we'll come back to that. And I set this over here. Everything it's just that one line. That's it. So you let that sit if you're taking notes on gold leaf. Carry on.
So, and I think I remember this right. You might remember better, but I said, bro, it's easy. There's an easier way to do it.
He said I can't get the tint off, and you were like, yeah, the trick is you need dryer sheets.
You have to sprinkle
You
baby
got-
powder all over it, and then you just gotta wipe it. And
Then you have
sprinkle
yeah.
with dryer sheets.
And then he's like, that's all you gotta do? He says, yeah. And he hangs up and then completely forgets that he said that. And like 3 hours later, or
Oh my
like the next day or something, he calls back and he's like, I hate all you. That doesn't work. And he was actually like rubbing his windows for hours with these dryer sheets.
A nice crust on the window.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, you should mention again that we're auctioning because like there's new people coming.
All right, this panel is in mid-auction for Hudson Valley Honor Flight.
Hudson Valley Honor Flight.
So
I'm gonna look up the website.
so that's
for them.
the.
No, somebody already posted it.
Oh, thank you. It's probably my wife. She's so good.
There was somebody-
HVHonorflight.com.
Dick, you should just hold this.
Hold this.
Give you a purpose.
Oh, is that your special purpose?
You have a purpose now.
I'd be a cute Vanna.
You have a
Is
purpose.
this what you think?
Yeah.
I need you in
What
a
should I
pink
do?
dress.
Should I pinstripe a panel? I got. Is that kind of what we do here? I was gonna work on this guy. Should I work on him?
He did that one.
I need you
I did
to-
this one.
to
So we're gonna
name-
auction
oh.
this one.
Should I
off.
work on this one?
Yeah, but can you name him? Because I need him to have a name.
This guy?
Yeah.
No. Oh, should we? Let's.
Thanks.
This is madness tonight. It really is madness. We should give away.
Mayhem.
Let's give something away.
All right, let's give away one of the gift cards.
All right. So pick a number.
Do I have to grab it to show it, or
No, it's a gift card.
Listen,
It's a Visa
family
gift
It's a
card.
Visa
show.
gift card. How
Just
much?
grab it
$50.
and
$50 Visa gift card.
Courtesy of license to sell.
Courtesy of license to sell.
It's my real estate team. I'm supposed to. This is cheap plug.
Yeah. All this is a big commercial
You put
tonight.
cheap plug on. It's a
So pick a number between 1 and what?
72.
Between 1 and 72?
Yeah, write down what you're thinking though.
What do you got? What do you got, Dickie? Write a number down. Oh, he's way off camera, so we're good.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay. So somebody needs to pick a number.
You got,
Nobody knows what it is though.
but you got to tell her.
Right. You gotta tell me.
How do I do that? Can't write that.
You can. Message me on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Now, is there's like
Don't post it.
500 numbers coming through.
Message.
I got an idea.
Dickie, go live.
Stupid.
It's like we've never done this before.
Okay.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Bart, smell it. What's with the kind bars?
I'm gonna eat that.
Is that to build up? That's for protein?
Yeah.
Or both?
Winner, chicken dinner.
I'm doing a.
Who won?
Hold on. Jonathan Howell.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
You won.
It was 54.
54.
It was
That's what I was gonna
54.
say.
No.
I was. No, I'm not kidding.
Jonathan, can you private message us, please, so that you can claim your $50 gift?
I'm actually doing a. You go to the gym?
No. No, it's for suckers.
I'm a sucker.
I do a prison workout in the morning.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
What you do in your house is your thing.
Oh,
I don't need to know about-
children here.
I don't need to know about any of that stuff.
So you take, just so everybody knows, I know I keep saying this, but you take for granted what's actually going on here. This is like a crazy, there's so many different cameras.
It is. It's nuts.
There's a lot. Like you just think like, oh, it's just Nub and he's just out there just painting away. It's just impressive.
It's not like this every day though.
You can give some credit where credit's due. This is.
I'm saying it's not like this every day. I'm usually by myself. Or-
Oh, at your shop, like
yeah,
when
yeah,
you're working.
yeah.
No, but Pinstripe Tuesdays, I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
Pinstripe Tuesdays is always crazy.
Very impressive.
Yeah. That's why it's always weird when we have to do it off like the Mevo or the camera because there's no,
Nobody running the show.
you know.
When I saw your box.
Trilogy Films is a
When I
they're
saw,
a staple.
when I saw your
Jim?
box, it
When you-
was.
Oh.
We don't need to talk about.
No. The,
Oh, yeah.
The box that you boxed in there. I said that's ingenious because I do live feeds and stuff, and I wouldn't know how to do that. I thought that was
That's called,
engineering at its finest.
Engineering at its finest. See, I don't have to do that here because we got we have the mad microscopic filmer guy here.
Do people order like these things are all over? I see them all over your shop. And do people order these like custom? Say like, hey, I want
The artwork, yeah, yep.
Like with a paintbrush out of his mouth and stuff. Or is
This one I'm just doing. It'll go up for sale when I'm done. But yeah, we do a lot of commission pieces.
That's cool.
A lot of people want their logo, you know, want a pinstripe design with their logo, or you know, somebody's name for a gift, or you know, we do a lot of that. But when I'm allowed to do what I want to do, I usually kind of do.
Apparently,
I do the crazy.
somebody, Jonathan and Alan said 54 at the same time, and I only saw Jonathan's.
So Jonathan and Alan meet up, flip a coin,
You get $25 each. It's not bad.
and then we'll go. Well, we got two of them. We'll just give them another one.
We could do that.
Okay.
We got two of them, so you
Yeah,
both
so
get
I'll-
one.
yeah, like-
Congratulations.
Done.
Jonathan and who
See,
else?
And
we're
Alan.
problem solvers
Alan?
Yes.
Congratulations, Jonathan and Alan. You both won.
You-
here. I said 54 as well.
Oh
You-
shit! Here
you
we go.
told me before he got here, employees are not allowed.
Yeah, she was like, "Are employees allowed?" And I said,
I'm like,
"No,
$50. What? I want that.
you're not allowed."
Yeah. So
No.
the next prize is the big prize. That's a better prize. You get a Ring
Yeah.
doorbell. Ring
Right. The
video
next
doorbell.
prize is the good one.
Which are like.
We got to
pretty
figure out a
fun.
good. We got to figure out a good way to
A
give
good
that.
one that people can't do it at the same time.
You know why I like Ring doorbells? Because when I put them on my listing, I'll watch other I have them set so when people go to walk up to my listing,
And you can say, "Hey, get away from my house."
No, the other agents walk up to the house and talk trash.
Stop lying.
That I have them on the camera. I get an alert to my phone. They're like, you know what? Maybe we'll try and take $5,000 off of this, and I'll just talk about it. No, you won't. Like, no, you won't. No, we're in multiple
Really?
offers already. Yeah, or like they're like, oh man, this one's listed by Dickie. You know, like say a couple things. I'll let that go. I'll wait until they're done. So.
There's like drama in the.
The real estate world
There's
is
drama
fun.
in the real estate world.
Oh, bro, that's why there's so many different reality shows. I don't think any of them are real, but like, that's why there's so much. It's such a soap opera.
There's reality shows about. Oh, there are reality shows
There's
about.
a million of them.
I told Dickie when we first started doing these live feeds that remember I said we should do a live feed where you answer questions about paint and I'll answer real estate questions.
No, I'll let you go show houses, and like with a real estate agent that's licensed to do that, and I'll paint.
And then you paint.
Yeah,
And we'll see who loses their business first.
Yeah, who's got a motorcycle? They just want me to
Wow.
paint because I got this. I mean, half the stuff he's doing, I told
We
him.
can call it
So-
bankrupt your friend.
Yeah.
Well, how about he shows the house, and when he shows up, you're painting the wall, you're pinstriping the wall.
That's it. Yep.
It's a new show. Scott wants to know if you're gonna paint anything tonight, Dickie.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we're auctioning that off too. Yeah, I'm actually gonna finish Blue Guy over here. He said he wants me to do all the blue, so it's fine.
Tori said hi, Uncle Dickie.
Oh, hi Tori, how are you? Tori's my niece. She's like the queen of Walker,
Oh.
and now she's going to, I believe, the University of Rhode Island. She's going.
Queen of Wallkill?
I think so. Yeah, she was the prom queen
I was gonna say I didn't
or
know
homecoming queen, one of those things.
Wallkill
I
had
didn't
a
know
hierarchy
right.
of royalty.
It's a monarchy system.
So you ever watch those videos where like they cut through the cake, and then they cut through like the styrofoam?
Like the satisfying.
They're
video.
so soothing. I guilty pleasure. One of the coolest parts about watching Pinstripe Tuesday, it is like watching that paint. Like,
Watching?
finally, like when they meet the whole line. That does it for me. It does.
Do you know what?
I like
Mark's
watching
favorite
the
part?
ones. I like watching the ones that.
You always cut everybody off. You always. I'm sorry.
I
Stop
like-
being rude.
I like
Excuse me.
watching
Stop,
the
it's not your
ones-
show.
I've been
Stop.
here for 10 years. I'm totally used to that. He's gonna say the same thing I was gonna say.
What were you saying then? I'm sorry. No, she.
No, let her say it first. If she thinks she knows what I'm gonna say,
You're gonna say you like watching the ones where Anthony gets real close.
Yeah, come to me right now.
he is. He's the microscope man. Well, that's a cool angle. Are you doing that one, Anthony?
Oh wow! Look at that. I didn't
No,
see
that's
that one.
it.
That one
I'm
snuck
just
up on me.
It's the overhead.
You know what's really cool when you look up at that camera? There's also really bright lights, and they're right in your eyeballs. And now you see, now everything's a light bright. It's good.
I like the videos where they do the stuff where you, like, they'll go to fold a piece of paper and they crease it weird.
Oh,
Like the one that
un-
people can't, you know,
No,
they
you
cut the
can't
cake and
undo
they
that.
like mush the knife.
Unsatisfying.
Do you see the one where they put everything in a press?
Yeah.
Ah, man, that's it, man.
What's
That's
everything in a press? I don't know this.
It's a big hydraulic press,
just,
and they'll
like,
just put something
Lego
in
blocks
there,
or something.
a can of paint, and they just crush it.
And then they'll like pop pimples right after. It's just great.
It
I'll
has
watch all
the
that.
press has holes in it, so like shit'll squeeze out the
What are you guys
holes.
doing during your days? Is this what you do? You're
No,
watching?
I'm busy. Trish, if you're watching, I'm always busy. I never watch those videos, and I love you, babe. I usually don't even get this break for lunch, and
We used to create. We used to create.
we never eat
games.
at really sweet spots. Right? My wife works so hard and then like takes care of her family and everything, and then we'll come home and she's like, "Here, just take the kid," because she knows like I was at the playground all day. Like my job is actually a lot of fun, and then I get to do burp and fart jokes with everybody all day. So
We used to create games in the middle of the night at the old shop. Remember? We'd take like the filters out of the booth, set the garbage can up, throw the football through the booth.
no, one of my favorite stories was the Luan. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, that was at the old
Did you
shop.
ever hear the story?
Lou on now.
So
Z
No-
still gets mad at me
Nub
because
and
of that.
I decided, I don't know why we were breaking shit though. We were breaking everything in the shop. We were like demoing one of the garage bays because every once in a while we just redo the shop, like add an office or like add a showroom, like
Nothing has changed.
whatever came up to them.
We built an office. The office had the wall was on hinges, so you could literally grab the wall and pick it up.
Why?
Because Why not?
If he had an idea, we just did it, which was so cool. And like, imagine being 19 years old. You're just like, this is the coolest.
We're like,
thing
let's
ever.
hinge the wall, because we built a little office. So we're like, let's just hinge the wall so we can get in if we have to move. Because, you know, you only have a door to the office. But if you have a whole wall on hinges, you can just pick it up and move stuff in. So we did it.
Stupid.
So now we're breaking all the stuff. And the only thing we have left is this piece of Luan. And he's like, oh man, that's too big. I go, oh man, you could break that. Just run through it. Me and Tom will hold it. He's like, I'm gonna run through it with my head. I'm gonna break it with my head. And then Z hears him say that, peeps her head out of the office. Don't you do that, don't you do that. And now because she said he shouldn't, he just
Right.
does it. He gets down like a bull and runs as fast as he can. And he hits it, but we hold it really good. Luan has some pull to it, a 4x8 sheet. He goes,
It's
whack! And it just throws his whole body back like, and when we look, his hair
It took every ounce of skin off the top
Stop
of
it.
my head.
ripped all the skin off his head and threw him like he
It threw me. It was like hitting a rubber wall.
Whack! I mean, just flying
Oh
through the air.
my God.
So then, not only is he in trouble, she's right. Like he can't even argue back, and
Right,
his head
right.
hurts, and we still gotta clean up all this mess that we
Oh
made. It
my
was great.
God.
It was great.
In hindsight,
Maybe don't.
if I did actually
Ever?
penetrate through that board, I probably would have died because the splinters, it would have been like one of those fist things. You know what I mean, where you put your fingers in
No,
and
it
can't get them
sounds
out.
awful. Oh.
My God.
My head would have went through it. It would have splintered and then sucked back on my neck, and I would have died.
You would have been one of those stories that you
So
watch.
don't try and run through a
Don't
sheet
run
of glue
through
on.
glue on.
I'm telling you, don't do it. You can't do it.
Well, not even the winning story of like the story that actually happened. Did you anything good happen? Nothing ever comes good out of that. It's so wild, all the different cameras. I don't even know which way to look. This is great, and you even have directors. You have like mad directors. This is so cool. But they all look the same. It's like the same director. It's just
Oh,
like
they do
different.
all
Just,
look the same.
it's like different bodies, but they put the little heads
Young,
on them.
middle.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
the same.
It's
Same
looking like
but
an
different.
evolution chart behind
Right,
the cameras.
Exactly.
Unless you don't believe in evolution, then that's fine. Then it's not.
Wow.
An evolution denier?
No, I believe the Earth is flat, so it's fine.
What do you think about the Mars thing?
What
What's your
happened
thoughts on
Mars?
that?
What is
happened?
You didn't see the pictures from Mars?
No, I don't.
I saw the pictures from Mars. They're just cool. I think it's kind of bullshit that I still have dead spots on my phone, but they're just like, no, it's a 360 picture from Mars.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We just went to Mars.
I drive behind a building and I lose Sirius satellite
right,
radio.
Right.
But yet,
But I got a
Like
remote
a
control car on Mars.
zillion miles
yeah.
away, you're sending me clear pictures? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't want to be a denier about that stuff, but it's just kind of like
I'm grateful for the technology.
maybe we should just start out trying to land on the moon.
you know,
Maybe.
or
Did
just.
they find life on Mars or no?
No.
There's no
But did you
little
see that
Mars
it was
life?
like driving around the other day and there was just like a legit soccer ball?
Where?
Did you see it like just a perfectly round ball?
Soccer
and I
ball?
was like, what the hell is that? And I was, oh,
Arizona. That's what it really is. So that's why.
Probably.
They're like, Johnny, get your soccer ball at the set.
What color are you using right now?
Right now, this is just a mix of lavender and white, house of color. This is all urethane striping.
You know what we're gonna do, Nub?
What?
We're gonna have you to play on this. I'm gonna have you on one of our Saturday morning cartoons.
Awesome.
So my live open houses every Saturday morning. We call it Saturday morning cartoons, and we go through 5 different houses.
Can I go through a house?
Sure.
So can I just say, so
I can
was
go
at-
through a house and like explain what I'm seeing and
You have to go with an agent, but yeah.
yeah.
So I was at the winery the other day. We just opened up,
Yeah.
and I go on Facebook real quick and I see you guys, and I start watching, and about 5 minutes later, I'm like, wow, this is really good, and I look at the live feed. I was watching for 48 minutes.
It's so fun, right? It's we have a lot of fun with that. Those Saturday morning shows are good.
I was
You do it
hooked.
every Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, we do
What
it
time?
on the license to sell page. It depends, but usually either 10 o'clock or noon. It depends on what listings and where, because we gotta make sure that we're abiding by showings. But it's a lot. I'm at the studio, and then I have the agents that are on my team. They're out at like 4 or 5 different houses.
I'm in.
It's fun.
I'm
It's a lot of
going.
fun. All right, cool.
Who am I going with?
I'll put you either with Vinny or Laura, because they're both quirky.
All right, done.
I like that. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I invade one of your shows. You invade one of mine. It's good.
It's like I'll have my own HGTV show.
What is HGTV? I know this is gonna be really bad. What does HGTV stand for?
Home and
Home
Garden.
Garden television.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
And I don't watch it, so that says a lot.
I don't watch
know
it.
what that is.
Everybody's always like, I'll make jokes about it because none of that stuff is like real. Like that's not how stuff really happens.
Oh,
Like,
you mean reality stuff?
You just bought a house that was we
You're
just
saying
closed on
reality
that house.
television?
That was a flip house. Is it anything like those shows that you saw? Not even a little bit. It's not. It's. I mean, it's.
Are
cooler.
you saying that reality television isn't real?
Only when it's motorcycle shows. That's the only real part. Like, or like family shows. I don't know what papers you signed or anything, so I'm just trying to behave as best I can.
Oh, you don't got to worry about
There's
me.
no papers.
Okay. Then yeah. I think just motorcycle shows are real. The rest of them are all fake. But HGTV, there's no realistic timelines. And Alex, you probably know
Oh, there's
about
no
it.
realistic timelines?
Like I said, it's not like the
Say it
motorcycle
ain't so.
shows. And like people.
Well, here's the thing, though. I had realistic timelines.
No, and then there's like the
I had unrealistic that were realistic.
Well, then there's the people. So like on the motorcycle shows, like the family and everything, that's all real stuff. But like the fights and the arguments on the housing shows, that's like staged. A lot of
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff. So
I can't watch those HGTV things where they. It's like, come on. You're creating drama that doesn't need to be created.
That's it. I really agree with that. And I said not that people don't love that. That's why they watch TV. I think they're entertained by that. Like
Ah.
this is boring watching me and you talk. This is gonna
Yeah,
be
it's-
boring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Painting a purple pickle. And
Maybe we should
Why is
we
it
should
a-
argue about this. We should say
You
it's not.
should get
Yeah, but let's talk about some of the, you guys always are talking about joking around and doing stuff, but let's talk about some of the good stuff you guys have done. Let's talk about like maybe the Marshall Project.
So that's a great one.
Oh, that's a great one.
I'll let you
That
take that
was
one.
that
You take
was
that one.
that was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life.
That's the best thing that I ever did in my whole entire life, other than
Yeah.
have my kids and meet my wife.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
I mean,
well,
it was-
Melinda
it
was
was-
watching before when you were busting my chops just before I got here on my live feed. Melinda
was
was
watching?
watching. Yeah, and she watches a lot of my stuff. She's
So when was it? That was 2008, 2007. That was 2000.
the new body
That was
style
2008.
Tahoes were out. It was 2008.
That was 2008. So I got a call from Kids Wish Network. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Alex. When we
Not
get a call from
Make-A-Wish?
Alex.
No, I got a call right from them.
Okay.
And they said the woman was like, we have it's Kids Wish Network. If you haven't heard of it, it's like Make-A-Wish. It's the same.
No, Make-A-Wish is like Kids Wish Network.
Right, but
How
I'm saying
about
it's the
that?
same. People know what Make-A-Wish
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
So it's the
Yeah.
same basic idea. So they were like, we have this kid Marshall. His dream was to have his truck redone on Pimp My Ride, but they weren't doing the show anymore or something. So she's like, would you be interested in doing it? And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. Without even thinking about, we've never done that before in the shop.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Sure, sign me up.
And you weren't doing cars.
And I wasn't doing cars.
You hadn't done cars in years.
So as soon as I got off the phone, I sat there thinking, what the hell did I just agree to? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to pull this off. So I go to Dickie. I'm like, yeah. And by that time, you'd already
I had
started
my
his
shop.
stereo custom car stuff. So I was like, listen, this is what I agreed to. We have to make this happen. So they're like, it's a whatever year
It was a
Dodge pickup.
It was like
And it was older. It was like
Picture up right now.
it was like a smaller, like the S10 stock, that size. And they rolled this thing in off the flatbed, and I remember thinking, what
It was
the
a turd.
hell did we agree to? This thing was like a complete turd.
But
I don't
you're
even
not,
have.
But you're not telling the most important part. What was the turnaround time?
I don't even remember. It was so fast.
It was less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks with no anything ordered yet.
nothing.
No sponsors.
We
our
sat
money.
there. I remember sitting looking at that truck when it rolled off the flatbed in the parking lot, and I was like, what the hell did we just agree to? And we're like, well, we have to do it. We can't say no now. And we just rolled it in, and just like, it was almost 24/7 for 2 weeks until that thing was done. Full everything. Bodywork, interior, upholstery. We had everybody in the whole community chip in. It was crazy.
And then they shut down Walden.
And then they shut down Walden on that day.
Picture of the actual finished truck.
Yeah.
And we brought Marshall's family
Family, yep.
because they're not from here.
No, they're
also
from
not
Maryland.
from New York. They're
Right,
from
they were from
Maryland.
Maryland.
And like, it was just such a crazy time. Were you doing the show at that point?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was,
On crazy deadlines for that.
not only that, my shop had flooded that
That's right.
winter, so I was here. Oh no, I was trying to close on this house, trying to sell my other house, and then taking that on too. It was absolutely insane. And then they shut down the whole village of Walden. They proclaimed it Marshall Hill Day. And then we gave him the truck. It was so cool, man.
But he had no idea.
He had
that
no
was the other
clue.
thing. He didn't know that his truck. That he was about to see his truck. He thought he was like on vacation with his mom.
To this day, I can't listen to AC/DC for those about to rock, because that's the radio was so loud. in this
10,000
thing.
watts.
It was insane. And we were parked at your old house
Yes.
in the driveway, which is probably 1/8 of a mile from the center of the village where
Yeah.
everybody was. And as soon as I pulled out, I just cranked that AC/DC for those about to rock. To this day, I get chills when I hear it.
No, it was
Thinking about that day. It was
definitely
crazy.
The coolest, and it's neat that we like I stay in touch with Melinda and everything, and
Yep.
we've talked, but it is, and everybody that was involved, Keith Hunter, Mike Bliss, like there's just so many people that were crucial in that thing.
Oh my
And
God,
if
everybody
you ask
was-
anyone, they'll be like, that was the best day of my life. I
was
just sold
awesome.
somebody's house, Gail Swam, who I met through that, and she said I chose you as my realtor because I trusted you ever since that day.
Yeah.
Because it was just the coolest day.
It was the coolest.
The only thing I regret, I don't want my shirt anymore. I don't want
I
my
have
Marshall
mine.
Hill
It's right
shirt.
there. It's up on my.
Oh yeah, I see it.
M Hill.
Yeah.
Look how dirty it is.
Yeah. You need
I
to
gotta get that
you gotta
back.
get like a maid or something.
You need a van.
Oh my God, don't
I mean, I'm not
fall.
wishing you'd fall, but it would make for better.
Don't fall.
This is like a time capsule. Look how dirty that is.
Yeah.
I should bring it in and wash it.
Because we're old. I think the back has how many people.
Yeah. So
gave.
that was like all the people in the village that gave that day. It was awesome. It was
really
very
cool.
cool. It
That
was
was
such
cool.
a cool day. I gotta wash that. It's horrible.
I don't know why you're throwing it at me.
You have like a huge job description list. It seems like.
Ish.
But what did you when?
It grows.
That's what her daughter thought when she started working here, right?
That's what she said. What do you?
What do you do? Get his
What do you do? You
dry
get
clean?
laundry.
I'm like,
You use coffee.
first of all, it's funny that you think I have anything that can be dry cleaned.
Yeah. Yeah.
A. B. I think it's funny that she thinks that that's all I do all day long. Like that's a lot of coffee and dry cleaning.
Has anybody had a timer?
It's
been 45 minutes?
9:51.
This
I
is
don't
ready.
think we did it,
I'm gonna go for it.
All right, go for it. Now explain what you're doing.
So, this was earlier. I brushed the gold size on. That's where you can see that it's shiny. See that? Where it's shiny, that's where the gold is going to stick. So, I figure I'll just try and answer a lot of questions about the gold leaf because we got bombarded with messages about it. So these gold leaf comes in these sheets. This is variegated leaf, by the way. So it comes in a book like that. I put it on a mat and I cut it with an X-Acto knife. So I cut strips, makes it easier. Some places you can get it in rolls. That makes it even easier. But I don't have it in rolls.
Coast has it in rolls.
Coast has it in rolls?
Yeah, I think so.
The variegated?
I think so.
And then you just take this and pat it down and just make sure that every ounce of shiny is covered.
Oh, Gary,
What's up, Gary?
he's keeping time. It's been 25 minutes since 9:30.
Is that when I said 45 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm going early on this one.
Shoot.
Well, Gary's on the ball. He was.
First of all, Gary also was the one who alerted me to the fact that somebody else had said 54. So he's earning his money tonight.
I didn't know he was. He had the watch going.
He
I
was.
would have asked for a time check had I had known that. So basically, you just keep laying this on. I overlap it a little bit to make sure, make sure there's no spots missing in between the pieces.
Whoa, this is cool. I've never seen the send stars thing. This is wild.
I don't know what that means.
You can send stars to support no graphics.
Can you?
What? I don't know
Your
what that
support
means.
amount and comment will be displayed to the creator and people watching this video.
Wow.
What are you talking about? What's send stars?
I can send 99 stars and it's 99 cents. I can send 75 stars. It's also 99 cents.
Oh, you have to pay.
I can
Oh,
send
it's like-
235 stars.
You better send me 235
For
stars.
$2.99, that feels like a bargain. I'm doing it.
299.
When is
What do
this
they do? They
stars
charge your-
happening?
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Well, I figured you'd like it because I feel like you get the stars. This is cool.
So what do you do with the stars?
I don't
Is
know.
it
I'm
like-
gonna definitely
I
do
think
it.
it just does this.
Oh, it's happening.
That's
it's
it.
going
It's
out.
just
Make
gonna
it
go
rain on
this.
it.
Is it like
Do I do 99 stars for
is it like the
99
boardwalk where you take the stars and then you go pick?
Well, I don't know why 99 stars and 75 stars are both 99 cents. I feel like I'm getting ripped off if I do the 75 stars.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just do 99?
And then 235 stars is $2.99, but I feel like for $3 I'll just do 3 at 99 cents each. And I'll get 300 stars. I'm going
Right.
for it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Stars are up.
Send.
Make it rain, Dickie.
I know.
Okay, look it. So this is.
Oh,
so this
look
is
at
good.
that.
Are you
I
really
didn't even get to
sending
see it.
Christopher Garcia just said 234 stars.
Chris, you're not reading it right, bro. You just got ripped off. You gotta do the 99 cents.
stars? Oh, you just keep doing 99
99
cents?
cents, man. That's then you get 300 stars, bro. It was
Oh,
easy
Dickie
math.
Baxter said 99 stars.
You're making it rain on them.
I don't even know
So
what
look,
this means.
You can create a pin.
You guys are crazy. Okay. So when I cut, you take a brand new X-Acto or razor blade. When you cut this,
Doug said
you
it's
going-
like OnlyFans.
I don't have to show my butt, do I?
Hey, man. I sent stars. Let's go.
I use a straight edge, and then you just cut right through it. Sometimes
Still learning.
go through twice, and then that's it. But a sharp blade is a trick. You don't want to tear through the leaf because then you get jagged edges.
Stars are like,
I'll show my butt to Dex.
I don't need to know. Why is Dex sending stars?
I don't know.
Dex should buy some stars with his Bitcoin.
Is he a Bitcoin? Yeah, I figured he'd be a Bitcoiner.
I don't even know what he's done. He just, the latest and the greatest, he comes in and he's like, think I'm gonna give out Bitcoin. I'm
You
like,
know what's
"Here,
so
Mom."
crazy about Dex? I don't even know. I like
The best
Dex-
part about Dex is that God gave him to me to get back at you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? With Dex is you never met a kid that.
I used to
has-
sit in the
he has-
shop and I would say, God, can you please either
King
get
Karma
Dickie off
go
my
his way.
back or like send me something that can pay him back for all the shit he's put me
You
through.
were
And then lo and
blessed.
behold,
You were blessed.
Al stops down. He's like, yo, this is my kid. I'm going to leave him here at your shop.
Oh, you were in charge of Dick. Were you in charge of Dex?
I inherited Dex.
and as
Yeah.
the years went by, I was like, you know what? It totally makes sense why he brought his kid here and dropped him off. I wouldn't want him at my house either.
No, but you know what's crazy about Dex? He for somebody that has it completely together, he also and works really hard for everything he has. He also is like, where's that shortcut?
Right. All
It's
the
like,
time.
nah, bro,
all
you
the
work
time.
so hard, and he is like as much as he tries not to listen, he's listened to every bit of advice he's gotten and done very well.
The best.
I want to
I'm
bust his
proud-
balls, but
yeah,
he
I know.
doesn't- I'm
The
proud
best
of
was
him.
when he used he used to tell me because he went to Bosie's for auto body, and he'd be like, "Yeah, teacher told us this." I said, "No, that's Nub doesn't do it that way." I'm like, dude, don't tell your teacher that. Just do whatever he says and graduate. What's wrong with you?
There's a lot wrong here.
There's a lot wrong with him.
There's a lot.
But yeah, he was my. I was like, well, I guess prayers are answered because now Dickie's seeing what I dealt with.
You want to hear a funny story?
I want to hear a funny story.
We go to Atlanta, and
Atlanta.
we
Is
we're-
this the karaoke?
the karaoke.
Oh my God! This is
So we go down. Now we used to do cars before the bikes. We do cars. He built the Del Sol,
great.
and
It was Z's car.
and we would go to the Nopi Nationals. So we go down there, we meet our buddy Brian Harbison, we meet Regina. And Regina's like, all right, we're going to go out. So we think we're like going
No,
out.
her exact words were, I'm going to take you guys to a really nice place.
So we are from New York.
Right.
So we think we're going out. So not that we dressed really nice, but we all have like Yankees jerseys on, Yankee ball caps,
Cat's got like gold chains
and stuff. I just, so like we're done
Wow.
up, like we're going out.
Wow.
She brings us
You have
to.
your Z Cavaricis on?
I know it wasn't my prom. I'm a little bit older. It was like 2 years later. So I actually have a picture in my phone recently of me in 8th grade in Z Cavaricis. I'll show you after this. You won't even recognize him. But we go to this bar, and as we're on the outside, I'm like, I don't think this is gonna be what she said it was. And we get in there, and
in 48 hours when
Oh.
Eddie Murphy walks into the
honky tonk.
and everything stops.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Or weird science.
Everybody-
They go to the blues bar.
they're-
That's exactly what happened.
they all look over. So I look at Nub, and like Nub was like the leader guy. Okay, but like the younger crowd, like I was like the people that everybody looked to. So they
Right.
looked to me, and I looked at them and I go, bro, what's the deal? Are we leaving? And he's like, no, just sit down. We gotta be nice. We gotta be nice. So we go sit at the bar. I look over, and the bartender goes, he goes, see that? I want. He ordered some kind of drink for both of us, and like we just lined up the drinks. He goes, every time you come by, fill that back up. I said, okay. So and I'm telling this right? Because I'm going off memory.
Well, no. When I said that was after you.
Oh yeah. Oh,
After,
I said,
so it's they're doing karaoke.
I said, now I want to stay.
It's a karaoke bar. Well, it's not, but they're doing karaoke, and they're taking it really serious. And we are being so loud. We're getting dirty looks. I'm like, we're gonna get either shot in the parking lot.
Well, what? It was southerny? Is that what?
Yeah, it was just a dark bar.
Oh,
like
it was dark. Oh,
it was
okay.
just
I
like
gotcha.
it wasn't
I
like a
gotcha.
nice place. And these people did not like us.
They didn't want us there.
They did not want us there.
So I say.
So Dickie's
I'm
like,
play,
he's
now,
like, I'm gonna go request a song for karaoke. I'm like, okay, see you later.
I'm gonna leave and leave you here.
No,
You should've-
I come back and I whisper the song in his ear, and he goes,
I said, what song did you? He says, New York, New York, and I said, called the waitress. I'm like, every time you pass this table, bring me a drink, because we're totally gonna get in a fight now. It's totally gonna
You gotta
happen.
get a little liquid
because
courage.
we're in the South, like we're in the South,
yeah.
South, like, and I think somebody
you're
thought
stupid
one
New
side
Yorker.
won before the other,
Yeah.
and so like we get.
So by the time we're done with the karaoke, we were friends with every single person in that
I mean,
bar.
we're ba ba ba.
Wow.
Yeah.
Friends with everybody.
Right when the song kicked on, it was crazy. By the end of the night, he's wearing this big Cowboys Hawaiian shirt.
I traded
They
shirts
switched shirts.
with a 500-pound Hawaiian guy.
We get.
I had a Bruce Lee. Remember when those like satin shirts were in with all the crazy patterns? I had this Bruce Lee shirt,
Did you with the dragon?
and he's like,
stuff
"I
on
want
it?
that shirt," and I'm like, "Do you see the size of you? Your arm couldn't fit in this shirt."
So we staying out all night. We go to another bar too. In the morning, we don't know where we had a rental car. It was a Honda Passport. we
Yeah,
don't
we
even
didn't
know
know where
that
it
is.
was.
But
You didn't know where the car was.
the people that drove us home,
Oh
they
my.
had to take their car seat out and strap it to the roof of their car. That
It was
I
crazy.
remember.
It was a crazy night.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Oh my god.
I'm just getting cotton. Hold that thought.
It's fine. What do you want me to do now? What am I?
Oh my god, do not touch a
finish that up, Dickie.
mother.
Hold on 1 second.
Sean wants to know that he's seen some people bang it down with. I'm not saying that correctly. He didn't
Is he
even
a
say
voyeur,
bang
or?
it down. But he, with a bag of sand to put push it. Matthew, can you please just put a helmet on?
With a bag of sand?
Wait.
With a bag of sand to push it
No,
down.
it's talcum. We've already went over that.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's
use
a
the
ginger.
edge of my
Clarion.
hand. Sometimes you can use, what do we call that? The heel of your hand. I
think
use.
He was talking about
Heel of your
just like a
palm?
little bag
I used to
of
sit
sand.
and bash it down with the cotton, but
This is
Dawn.
this is.
I
really cool.
hopped on the gold size early, so it's. I mean,
Real early.
it's stuck.
That's kind of amazing. It's 20 minutes early.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Alright. Living life on the edge.
So
Can you
Dex
show,
is on.
Dex is on, by the way. Can you show the, I need you to show two things. One, show the crazy eye panel. And then also.
This guy.
Mike Northrup's
yeah.
on too.
Bruce wanted to see that.
That'll be available.
Will it be?
Yeah, I gotta
Alright.
clear it. It's gonna get satin clear.
We'll post it then.
That'll be next week. That'll be available.
And then.
I have a bunch of new panels that'll be available.
Can you show the one that we're auctioning?
The one we're auctioning is over by Dickie.
Dickie, can you
Vanna,
Dex says it feels like a bag of sand.
listen?
they make cream for
40-year-old
that.
version.
Was that from that movie?
40-year-old version.
Feels like a bag of
Kelly
sand.
Clarkson. Feels like a
Kelly
bag of
Clarkson!
sand.
The one that Dickie has in his hand,
Is
That's the one that's
being
getting
auctioned off.
Auctioned for.
What are we at on that?
$300.
Oh,
$300.
that's
You can
awesome.
do better than that.
That I've
Let's go.
seen.
He's short-sighted. He doesn't see what you can really do. If you really want to help out the veterans, come on. let's
I'm
go.
actually gonna pin. We're gonna keep going. Should I keep going? Should I keep striping this? This is the
Goes with the helmet.
the
right?
no. This is the best graphics trophy for Parrot's Paint Show in Daytona.
Oh,
Um,
nothing like doing.
Yeah, I
last
mean,
minute.
I just
or
bashed the
isn't
camera.
That like tomorrow? When-
yeah, I mean, Bike Week's next week, so I knew I would forget about it, and then this week I was like, oh my god.
So
it's
I'm
almost
be
like-
shipping that out like next day.
So what's the
here.
deal with that? It's best graphics.
Yeah, it's Parrot's. Dave Parrot's does a paint show at all the bike rallies.
Okay.
He's like,
So it's up for best graphics.
it's
or?
whoever.
That's the trophy.
No, whoever. This is the trophy. He has painters
Oh,
paint
so
all
you're
the
not
trophies.
competing. You're
no.
making the trophy.
Yeah, I'm making the trophy.
You're a big deal.
I did. I did the. It was
He's kind of a big deal.
best art. What was? Yeah, best art was the one I did for last year's.
Last year, yeah, best art.
So then after that, so this has the powder, that Callan powder on there. So
Hi, y'all like powder. You're gonna follow Matthew. Matthew's our new crew member tonight. He
so
took
then I just take a
hiatus.
very mild water-based degreaser.
Can you do a little
wipe that.
housekeeping message? For some reason,
Housekeeping?
housekeeping.
You want me to fluff your pillow?
For some
No,
reason,
no. It's how to
Face-
get canceled.
Facebook is not letting us directly private message people until they message us.
That's because you got to give us stars. Hit up the stars.
When
and
did
don't
that-
go for the $2.99, man. Hit that 99. Don't fall for it.
Please
When did
do
that
not
happen?
Give us stars.
Did we?
ever.
We didn't hook that up, did we?
No.
That's how they get
did
you.
It did it on its own.
Does it on its own?
That's how they get you.
I don't know why. But like, I used to be able to message somebody directly and tell them things, and now I can't do that. So you guys have to send us private messages.
Yeah, we can't. It's weird.
We can't
I was
initiate the start of the call.
Talking to somebody.
What is?
Talking with somebody today, and they're like, "Send me a message." I'm like, "I can't from this page. It won't let me."
Where is the bike show that Parowitz is doing? It's in Daytona.
Daytona. Yep.
I would go to Dave Parowitz's page.
Yeah, go
Who's
to
Dave Parowitz?
Look,
Dave Parowitz is a painter in Massachusetts.
he's a very well known.
He's kind of like the reason why I do my flames the way I do them.
Oh, cool.
He's, he was my early inspiration.
Because you do the long flames, like you don't do the crabby claw flames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the style, the way I stripe my stuff, the guy that, Keith Hansen, that stripes his flames, or stripes all his artwork. That's the reason I stripe my flames, because it's just, his is like the gold standard of flames, in my opinion. His flames.
Cool.
He's actually, I mean, he's the king of flames. That's his.
Yeah, but some people not to like overplay or not, but like some people like people's stuff and never get to meet them. You're like doing work for this guy. That's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
He's a cool dude, man. He's the best. Him and his daughter Jody do they do a live every, what is it, every
Thursday.
Monday and Thursday?
I'm gonna look-
Chopper history they do. I was on it.
Oh, I
weeks
saw
ago.
that.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. What
Um,
color? What
if
color should I
you-
stripe? Purple? Lime green?
If you pinstripe Dickie's bare chest,
Yeah.
Dex will give $100.
Really?
Nah, it's worth more than
It's worth way more than that.
I-
Because I'm the one that's got to look at
that.
it.
Plus, I want a tramp stamp anyway. He's gonna
I
paint me.
only want it in Bitcoin though, Dex.
Yeah, you got to send it in
Just in
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
What color should I stripe?
Plus, I'm all tattooed on my chest.
You are not, are
Yeah,
you?
my whole chest is done.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I'm
He's
the
like-
tattooed realtor.
He's like the
Oh.
Post Malone of real estate.
Yeah, yeah.
First of all, I didn't know that. What do you have on your chest?
That
with
was
your
the
name?
best.
What's that?
I hope you have your name somewhere.
G-cups.
That was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite lines from the roast for your birthday.
What's
When I
that?
called you the Post Malone
Yeah,
of real estate.
yeah. Well, you want to know a funny story about that? So that's not even that.
About the
bad.
roast.
No, not the roast.
Oh.
The roast was great,
The
by the
roast
way.
was good.
I got roasted. You guys did so good. I didn't come back at you. And I wasn't even being nice. You got me. You got me good. And that's not easy. It's not easy to make me speechless. But my first day of real estate, when I went to my brokerage, my broker had said, "Hey man, you're gonna do great, but I'm gonna need you to wear long sleeves." Not because he was requiring. He's like, "You're not gonna sell out of
You're not
houses like
gonna
that. The tattoos are gonna turn people off."
Right.
And I was like, "Bro, just
Did
let
you
me."
say don't be so square, man?
No, I was like, "No, I think I got this, man. It's so fine." And he was like, "No." I said, "Look, just let me try it my way. We'll see how it goes. If I'm not your number one agent, then whatever. Now I'm the number one agent,
Now
so
you're the number one
everybody
agent.
else has to go get tattoos. It's totally cool. It's not a big deal. But people like it. The whole shtick of the NY tattooed realtor. I don't know if you're allowed to say it. Is shtick a bad word?
Shtick. No.
It's a shtick, right? You gotta be careful. The cancel culture is a real
What's
thing.
crazy is that those pantyhose sleeves you wear, it looks so real.
Yeah. You know what's really cool when you ask if you're gonna get canceled for saying stuff, and then you see
And then-
the Landolinas over there going.
They're like, no.
"Oh, wait, stop saying that." You know what's another word like shtick that could be like.
He's standards and practices. That's what I call Anthony.
But you know what's funny is
Because he's always like, no.
most feeds we get the explicit on Facebook.
We don't have
and
it?
at the end of every feed, Vanessa goes, "I wonder where we got the explicit."
Right, because she's over there.
It's never from me,
All right, I'm gonna pinstripe now.
by the way.
So you guys,
So
you're
amongst
gonna do
yourselves.
you're gonna do the thing.
I thought
I'm gonna do the thing that we do on Tuesday nights.
So the shtick thing, right? I it's one of those words where like I wonder if that's a bad word. But I thought shyster was a bad word.
It is a bad word.
It's not. It actually is. I looked at the history of the word. It comes from shies, which is like it's like a vulgar word, but it's not. It's anti-Semitic.
It's really bad.
It's not. There is a word that is that's supposed to be, but it's not. Look, watch it. Go into Wikipedia. Look it up. You have a computer right there. Look it up.
I'm Epstein. I know that.
I
that
know,
word
but you're
is
wrong.
bad.
You're wrong. I'm telling you. I got yelled at for it because I said don't say that
Someone
word.
yelled at you?
No, I said don't say that word.
Oh.
It's bad, and I was wrong.
And you
I
were
was wrong. I actually went to correct somebody, and I was wrong. Look it up.
I think.
I'm gonna go on Dickie's live feed next week, and I'm just gonna talk about all this crazy shit.
Don't say shit.
Oh.
Oh, great. Now we're going to be explicit.
He said it first.
Oh, my heavens.
Am I gonna get us canceled now or
No. we,
no? What if I say
we
it
enough
loud?
graphics do not
have all these
support
microphones, though.
anything that's just.
What's that?
The microphone will catch everything.
Oh.
Ah!
You can't talk low.
Two low talkers. Oh, Dex said props to the cameraman. That Zoom was beautiful.
Listen, Vanessa and I had that conversation
What?
about the whole, like, you know, with all this canceling stuff out because of something that somebody did 30 years ago. Remember all that crazy artwork that I drew with the dead dictators? I was like,
Right.
Somebody
yeah.
could totally be offended by this.
Yeah.
You
I
saw
would
that
say-
artwork that I did, right?
I used to, when we would get bored at the shop, I would dare him to draw stuff.
He would. It was like
Oh my Lord.
And we can't say any of those things now that I would dare you to draw, but you can. He is super talented because I would make stuff up like with different people.
And then he'd be like, all right, I'm gonna do it.
I'll draw.
I would draw
as
it.
if we had nothing else to do. We were always working 24 hours a day. You never could go home because there was always a deadline we had to meet.
Alex Bauer said hello.
Yo, what's up,
What's
Alex?
up, Alex?
His father was one of my chiefs. Unfortunately, passed
He
away.
just passed away. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Sorry for your loss,
We're
Alex. I
so
saw that.
Sorry, man.
We're so sorry.
One of the now talking about like the old shop. Another one of the craziest stories.
Is it the lady? Are you-
Well, no, that's funny. You're talking about the
Bumper
stickies.
Dude,
lady?
that was the same day as the glass etching.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was gonna talk about when 9/11 happened.
Oh man, I mean not that was crazy.
It was
that was the craziest.
it was
day.
the craziest day. First off, because of
9/11
9/11,
Yeah.
but secondly, Dickie and I were up for like 3 days.
straight.
I think that was when. Now again, don't try this at home.
You did no dose?
No,
No, we
he,
ate
he was like,
Stacker.
hey, there's these things called Stacker
God,
2s.
Jesus.
And Red Bull.
Now, she asked me, we were talking about this a month ago, and she's like, what is it? I'm like, look it up. Yo, we were like meth heads. That's methamphetamine, isn't
Right.
it?
But they sold it at the convenience
But they
store, and they said you could stay awake, and we were.
We
trying
were
to
awake
get
for
deadline.
3 days.
Outlawed now.
I
Whatever
saw
was in
my
it was
heart
outlawed.
beating through my shirt.
We're like, these things are great. We're getting so many things.
We're
done.
getting so
This
much
is so
done, right.
cool.
Oh my
Any
God.
future problems I have, I'm blaming
Because
on
the only
that.
thing we would
that
the only
week-long
store that was
period.
open was like a Dairy Mart, so we'd go there to get like a sandwich, and then we're like, oh,
And
look at these
Stackers.
energy drinks.
I think
and
I
this thing
painted
said you could.
15 cars that week.
Oh my.
So anyway, so September 10th is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
So we worked straight through the day before my birthday into my birthday. We were trying to get cars done because the whole Nopi show. And I went to sleep September 11th, probably at
Like 1 in the morning.
1, 2 in the morning. Probably didn't go to sleep, passed out in the office on
On a dog bed.
a dog bed.
Underneath the desk.
Nice.
And he comes in and he's waking me up and he's going, Nub, something's going on. Because there was no TV.
You're
Think
having
about it. Back then,
hallucinations.
there was no internet, there was no Facebook, there was no
We had dial-up internet, and listen, I thought I was dreaming.
nothing.
Oh.
We had Nextel
So
phones.
he's
it
going-
wasn't smartphones.
He's
Right.
going, Nub, you gotta get up. And I'm going, Dickie, I'm gonna kill you. Get away from me.
And I'm like, bro.
He's
either
like, no,
we're
seriously.
Dreaming. I said, either we're dreaming or the fucking world's ending. I was just like, I can't say that word.
Oh,
Sorry.
I can't say that, but
It was the
Listen.
weirdest, most bizarre morning because I don't think we had our
you didn't have your stacker.
no, but
Morning
our
stacker.
brain was completely blurred from lack of sleep. It was crazy.
was
I'll
bad.
never forget that.
It was bad, and like obviously 9/11 was better, but we were so blurred too. It was 3 straight days of work too.
We didn't even know, like you said, if it was real, what was going on. It was crazy.
But you're also so informed now. Like when the pandemic happened, like you have a computer in your hand all the
Right.
time. So you're just like, what's a pandemic?
Right.
What's
That's
a
what I'm saying.
coronavirus? You're over informed now. When that happened, you were like, hey, everybody okay? You know, and you had the Nextel.
Oh, the Nextels, yeah.
And like,
I used to love that Nextel.
me too.
I think they still have them.
That you can have that app
an
on
app.
your phone now.
Oh,
You
it's
can
an
make your
app?
But you gotta get all your other friends to get that app. It's, yeah.
Oh.
The only
You're
problem
like rocking a pager. They're like, yeah, just page me. And we're like, no, I'm just gonna text you.
the only problem with the Nextel was
The alert.
like having a friend like Dan.
Oh.
So
you got your house.
so when you're somewhere, you're talking
Oh,
to like
really?
a priest or something, and you
Were
hear
you
that.
talking to a priest?
Well, I'm just
before?
saying, you're in a group having a conversation with a bunch of nuns, and you hear that, brrr, and you're like, oh God, it's gonna be Dan, and then he just starts blurting the foulest stuff you could possibly think of, and you're just trying to shut it off. It's the worst.
There's something
It happened many times.
There's something actually.
Or
wrong.
yet we'd call in a plate on the radio to like 911.
On Nextel?
And the minute we'd hear him go on, we'd hit him on the Nextel, and we were like,
It was the worst part. We were actually looking. We were out with a realtor, looking at a house, and he did it, and it was the foulest things that he could possibly say. And I'm like looking at her, trying to shut it off like this, and she's just looking at me like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm really sorry. My friends are idiots."
It's just my friends. I'm friends with them, so it says a lot about my character.
I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, it was bad. So,
I need for you to just say about the auction one more time.
one more time,
Before we get off, I want.
right? Because we got to end.
Give-
We're gonna have to end it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to give everyone a.
So
chance.
you hold that up.
They gotta do the doorbell too.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we'll
shoot.
do that at the end.
Yeah. What do we?
What am I doing?
This is gonna go with the panel.
Okay.
Well, that's a nice hat.
Like that.
Yeah,
And
you got
some
more of these?
stickers.
Yeah, I'll give you- I got black ones too, black and gray.
Black and gray.
So I'll give you a black and gray one too if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll do
Stickers.
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 We'll do
And we have like a
stickers.
little print here and
We'll
there.
do-
I can put
yeah.
in.
This is cool.
I know. It's all sorts of stuff going
Am
on.
I allowed to touch all this stuff? It's not wet, right?
No.
You wouldn't hand it to me.
I'm not gonna say.
Leave
it.
it
What are we
there.
at?
There was a joke there.
If the size, if we have,
300, I think.
if we have the size that you need, we'll throw in a T-shirt. I mean, we'll throw in a T-shirt anyway, even if it doesn't fit you. But
It had to just go up in value then.
it had to.
You gotta bid. You gotta
It
bid.
had to.
And it's for Hudson Valley Honor.
And
Fund.
if you paint, if you're a pinstripe or a painter, we'll throw in some goodies like
Yeah,
tape.
for sure.
Whoa!
Throw in a tape package.
Whoa! Act
So-
now! Act now!
Maybe
Auction
some.
ends when we go off. It's at 300, I think.
I forgot I had coffee. Is that my
Hudson
coffee?
Valley Honor Plate,
I hope that's mine.
and I'm just gonna have them donate right to the site.
Yes.
We're not
Oh, cool.
touching
Yeah, we
money.
don't touch it.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds good.
So
What else we
whoever
got?
has the highest bid.
How are we giving away that doorbell?
I don't know.
How are we giving? Let's not guess a number. How about that?
How about
Dan
I know
Fontaine
because it
said
starts
tape.
fights.
It does.
what's a
fight.
good way to give something away?
Oh, Bruce.
Something you said today, you quiz
310.
on real quick. For everyone who's been watching since the beginning.
Oh, what's that pounce thing?
Oh, for,
No, it's a crayon.
Dirty.
oh, you want to do that? Whoever can name what the powder is wins the doorbell.
Oh Christ! They're all gonna say it at the same time.
All right, so let's do.
No ideas unless she asks.
Oh, that was that Anthony saying. Congratulations to Anthony. Closed on his first house today.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Anthony. So proud. And he's gonna be my neighbor.
How about the first
Like that.
person?
Hey, you wanna know something?
What?
Real estate agent was spot on. I wonder who
Amazing.
that- I wonder who
Subpar.
that
I feel like
guy
this is
Subpar.
just all one
Who
big.
is that guy?
This is just
Subpar
all
best.
one big infomercial.
Congratulations to your agent, Laura Finisi, of License to Sell, and
Is
her
that who
partner,
I'm doing?
whoever that was.
Is that who I'm doing the house with?
Yes, you're gonna go with Laura. I think you and Laura will be very funny together. She's a pip. She's definitely a pip.
I gotta wear a mask though, right?
Yes. Yeah. There you go. That's
I'm
the
gonna-
law.
All right, yeah.
That's the law. I got action now.
I got a Batman mask.
I just thought about all this, and I know that there's karma and everything that I did. So great. This is good. I set myself up for that. This is good.
All right. How are we giving away the Ring doorbell?
There's so many stories I could tell that I just can't do it.
No, you
I
can't.
can't
No, 'cause-
tell. There's so
well,
many funny
you know,
stories.
it was funny. I didn't realize we can't say bad words because I was going to tell the porn story, but I can't.
Oh, you got to tell that
You
story.
can tell the porn
That's the
story.
best.
How
That
much
is
time do we have?
that is the. Oh, you can. I told her in a matter of a couple minutes.
Minutes, yeah.
Tell the story. You tell the story then.
That I remember it.
Well,
The way I remember it.
It's fine. Yes, because you'll tell. It's a long story. It's a long story if I tell.
So the way I remember was that you guys you found an ad that says to sell magazines.
No. So I worked at a place. I worked at a call
EC,
center.
yeah.
I worked at ETC call
Oh,
center.
ETC.
And we sold, like, we did magazine customer service there.
And Maddie Miller was a waiter at Denny's. My best friend since we were little kids. I had an apartment. We go home to my apartment, and he comes. He's like, guys, this really hot chick came in with this dude, and they thought I had really good people skills and everything, and they want me to come meet them to interview me for this job. But they asked if I would travel and like go out west to like California, and they want me to just quit my job. And this girl was so
Ever heard
hot,
this
man.
story?
Like she was like scantily
Alex,
clad.
did you ever hear this story?
And I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I know what this is. And he's like, no. It's like, she said, do I like to travel and everything? And I was like, she was smoking high. He goes, yeah. I go, and they asked you to quit your job on the spot. He goes, yeah, and like leave everything else. Like, yeah, they want you to become a porn star, bro. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah. Did she say you were cute and attractive? He goes, yeah. I don't
Is
know.
he cute and attractive?
He was all right looking, you know, like he's a
Do you
handsome
have
dude.
tight pants on at Denny's?
So I convinced myself.
Now, knowing these guys back when they were 18, 19 at my shop makes it even more.
Well, I convinced
Laughable.
myself that
It's
this
hysterical.
is true, right? So I'm like,
You're like,
so
this has gotta
he's
be
like,
true.
what do I do? I go, what do we do? So he calls the number and she goes, so it gets better. He calls the number and he goes, hey, I'm interested in that job. She goes, cool, just come meet us at the Middletown Motel.
It's nothing is good.
I'm like, bro, we are becoming porn stars. Now I'm like 18. I have one thing that ties me to this area. It's a car payment. So I am out, man. And he's like, I don't know, we're in college. I go, we don't need college anymore, we're gonna porn stars.
We're gonna be
So
porn stars.
no one told us this, by the way. I just made this up. So we hop in his car, we beeline it to the Middletown Motel. Nothing tells us we're going to get murdered or anything.
Oh,
So we get there, and as we're pulling the parking lot, I start to get a little shy. I'm like, you go in, you know? And he's like, well, I was like, you go in. And he's like, but I told him I had a friend and everything. So we end up both going in. We sit there, here comes the hot chick and everything. Now, mind you, we're leaving behind our illustrious careers of Denny's waiter, and I sell magazines in a call center, right? We get there, and
You're
the lady,
about to be stars.
The lady like comes in, and she's like, we're sitting on the bed and everything in the middle of the night. She's like, so you guys ready for the big time? You're ready to just leave everything and go out to California? I went, Hollywood? Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
She goes to the door that joins the next room, like, bro, we gotta get ready. So we're like, not fluffing, but we're like getting ready to go because we don't know what's coming in. And then she brings in this dude. I was like, whoa. Hold on. And the guy's got a briefcase. I was like, yeah, this is getting a little weird, right? And he's like, how would you guys feel about going door to door selling magazines, man? I was like, I'm out, man. We're not porn stars anymore.
I have a magazine.
Yeah, I have a magazine. I don't need to travel to California to sell magazines. What happened to the hot chick with
We
the
were going to
porn?
be in magazines.
I was so convinced. We were so pissed, man. Because we'd say goodbye to everybody. They told us.
See you
We're like,
later.
Peace out. I gotta go.
They
We're
said
gonna be
we
in the
were leaving.
movies.
Yeah, sorry, man. We told our friends that night.
That's
Oh
Yo,
my
I told.
God. That's kind of funny that
That's
you were
funny.
like, gotta go.
I told my mom when I got home, hey man, I gotta confess, son, I was leaving. Like I was out.
I was gonna go be a porn
I was
star.
out.
Holy
Yeah, that's good
moly.
stuff. All right.
Jesus.
So,
Okay.
on that note,
I
How are we
didn't
giving
curse.
away the
I
ring
didn't
doorbell?
curse for that.
on that note,
How are we giving away the ring doorbell?
whoever,
Don't say anything first.
don't. What do you mean? Don't
That's
say
the
anything?
issue. Well, whoever blah blah
How
blah's
do we
first,
know?
because, well, I don't know. I don't have to.
What wasn't the right answer things? How someone doesn't say it first?
We should just do
People
the.
said it.
We should just do. We should just do the number thing again, because that's the easiest.
What that we just did?
Yeah, right? That's the easiest way. Because if we do some strange contest, it could go on for hours.
No, I don't want it to go on for hours. I'm just saying that. Okay, do the number thing again.
Unless we do something that's so vague to only people that know Pinstripe Tuesday would know.
Maybe we should just pick somebody.
Yeah, but that's you can't do that.
'Cause then they
I
feel
say
like
no on that.
favoritism.
There's an auto generator online. You can just type all their names in.
Is there?
Yeah.
But then you got to type everybody's
Oh
names
God,
in.
you gotta type names in. Oh
No,
Christ.
that's-
How about how many
People are
Pinstripe
actually.
Tuesday episodes are there?
I don't even think I know that now. I always have to like look.
What is Vanessa's real name?
Alright, there we go. What is the nickname of our camera operator?
What is the nickname
Oh.
of our camera operator.
First person to
First
get that.
person.
Ring doorbell, go on Matt Workout.
Right.
What is the nickname of our camera operator? That's a good one.
That's not on tonight though.
Are we going real name?
What is
or
Anthony's
No,
nickname
his
that we call him?
nickname.
Tuesday
Your
night
nickname.
name?
Tuesday night
Tuesday
name.
night name.
Tuesday night.
What's your Tuesday?
I don't know
name?
your
I'm
nickname.
going
I don't
big
want to
time.
know your
I'm
nickname.
leaving home.
It's
I'm leaving
TNN.
home. I'm going big time.
Are you going big time?
I'm big time.
I know a spot. So
What's Dickie's screen name?
For OnlyFans?
Yeah,
Can somebody explain OnlyFans to me?
I don't get it
Okay.
either.
I'm gonna.
I don't get it either.
Because I was explaining my daughter's name.
Ass cloud.
I'm gonna.
So if you, if it's
You're doing great.
you pay
Okay.
because I'm trying to.
Is
be-
it like the stars?
You pay.
Kind of.
It's like
You pay to see like a little
a little action.
or.
Like I'll show you my butt.
But it doesn't have to be that.
So it's like Snapchat.
Right.
But you gotta pay for it.
You
It
gotta
could be
Are you
like.
fitting into these names here?
No.
None of them are.
Oh, Cal said that you're Tony the Pony.
That's my favorite one.
Oh my!
That
My
is
niece just said, "Don't ask questions, Uncle Dick."
Hold on.
That's
now
a good-
I'm on OnlyFans somehow.
That's a good
What
one.
just happened here?
That's a good screen name.
Holy moly.
Tony the
Abdul,
Pony.
Tony the Pony. These are great. I mean, none of them are right, but
None of them are right.
that's great.
Nobody is giving the right name.
Skeeter.
Skeeter.
I like Skeeter. Skeeter's good. Well, I mean, we have the Ring doorbell here. If somebody comes up with it,
I feel like we've got new nicknames for him.
we do have.
Like I'm just gonna call you Skeeter for now.
I know
on.
Skeeter. That's a great. That's a good one.
Tony the Pony.
Tony the Pony.
That's a.
Tony the Pony.
That's a good OnlyFans screen.
I feel like I got nothing accomplished tonight.
No, we got the purple on. We got a lot of the
Purple on.
gold leaf on. Still have a thing to do an auction for. A lot got done.
Eagle Eyes. I like Eagle Eyes.
Eagle
That's
Eyes.
That's your
a good
new
one too.
All right, listen.
Okay.
Last time to bid
Last time to bid.
for Hudson Valley
Final call.
Hudson Valley Honor Flight.
Honor Flight.
Here it goes.
Final
I think
call.
it's up to 360, but I'm not sure.
Final
Okay,
call.
so 360 is enough for. We're really close. We should try and get to 450 because that's half.
Should I
of
make
the
it
dinner.
sweeter? Should I sweeten the deal?
I'm just saying, if we got to 450, that would be half
Should I
the
sweeten
amount.
the deal?
What are you
yeah.
gonna sweeten the deal with?
I'll sweeten the deal with another piece.
Okay.
Whoa.
We have that one
Whoa.
over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're on camera.
Yeah, she's saying that.
Saying, here.
I'll sweeten the deal with this as well.
Mm.
This mini panel.
So I think it's up to 360. So you have to bid before we go off, or else tomorrow I'll just look and see who's the highest bidder.
No, it's got to end.
Yeah, I'm saying it's got to end.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna
So
look at the time.
whoever
at the end.
whoever was
375, it's up to.
whoever was bidding, it's at its and you get a T-shirt. Should I get the T-shirt? Should I show the T-shirt?
Yeah.
Here, Dickie, hold all this stuff. Be a holder. Be a
Did
holder.
you take stackers today? Because you're a little speedy.
Me?
Both of them.
He makes me all wired. Ugh.
Uh-oh, there's a bid off between Bruce and Jeremy. Listen, Bruce, I'm shipping you your stuff tomorrow. If you win, I can do everything in one.
You can have. Oh, geez. Pull that shirt out. Oh, sure.
Which shirt are you looking for? Pinstripe. Oh no, God, jeez, Lord. That one.
I thought I had a pinstripe
Are you
shirt.
pinstripe in the other one? Jeremy, I'll send you a tape if you win.
So you can either, you know what? I'll throw in 2 shirts.
2 shirts.
You'll get
What a good guy.
You'll get the Nub Graphics shirt with my logo with the little clown skull guy. You know. And you get one of the Nub Graphics pinstripe. Our little play on Caesar, Little Caesar. Pinstripe. Pizza.
That's a lot of swag.
Pinstripe.
Not many people have those.
Not many people have these. I didn't make that many of them.
That's a lot of swag.
It's one of my favorite shirts that I've ever done. Lizard graphics.
Graphics.
Did those for me.
Lizard
Steve
Right.
down in Bellington, West Virginia.
Bellington, West Virginia. 405 we're up to.
Bellington.
4 hours. That's close.
Yeah.
That's very close.
425.
Whoa.
And like I said, if you paint, we'll throw in some tape if you want it.
Yeah.
What's one more shop story?
What's one more shop story? You weren't there the day when I sent Nick up into the hole, were you?
I was there for that. It wasn't. I wasn't me story, but that was definitely a Nick story. Remember the time I got navel jelly in my eye?
How about the time you hid in the paint cabinet?
Oh man, that was good.
So, the shop where I mixed paint was in the back. It was like a dungeon. It was so dark. I don't know if I ever told you this story, Vanessa.
I don't
It was
think you did.
dark and just dingy, and I had an old metal cabinet that we used to store the paint in. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I knew Dickie was somewhere in the shop. There was the front shop and then there was the back shop. So I'm like, I don't know if he's back there. I didn't know where he was. He hid in the cabinet back in the mixing room,
But you gotta be committed.
and he's in there.
How
It's
many
like
days-
2 o'clock in the morning.
How many days were you in there?
I didn't know how long it was gonna be till you get, but I'm
Until I
committed.
came into the yeah.
I'm
So I come
committed.
back to mix paint, and I start hearing like this squeaking noise, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" It sounded like a bat or like a really loud chipmunk or a bat. And I was mixing paint, and he would do it, and I'd stop. And we had our shop cat was OJ, so it like happened 3 times. I'm like, I go grab OJ, and I bring him. I'm holding him, and I'm like, because I literally thought it was some kind of animal.
Oh, you're gonna throw OJ.
So I'm walking towards this paint cabinet, and he kicks the door open. My heart stopped. The cat jumped like 3 feet above me. Literally, I
How
thought
long were you in there for?
that was.
A while.
Oh, he was probably in there for a
Because
while.
he was spraying stuff and like when they go, he would never come into the paint room. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? He was like doing stuff.
My heart stopped. Like, stop. Yeah, that was good.
we,
Because you got to remember too, when we moved into that shop, we were told by the guy that it used to be a print shop that it was haunted. When we were fixing it up,
these guys, you
he
think,
came
You
in and he
guys-
goes, "Hey, did you guys see the ghost?" And we were like, "What ghost?" He's like, "Every person." He says, "I used to own. This used to be a print shop. Every person that worked for me saw the ghost." He has yellow shirt, dark pants, and we're like, "Oh, great! We're moving into a
It's got
haunted
chills.
house."
Ugh.
So everything that happened in there, you're like ready. You're like every noise, you're like ready for the ghost to pop out at you.
I got a good one too. We're at his shop one time, and he goes out you went out for a motorcycle ride, come back, you're like, yo man, went on Coleman Road and I saw these
Oh, that was the best.
ghosts, right? I'm like, bro, that's not true. Just stop messing with me, because we would mess with each other all the time, right? So like,
Well, the stackers don't help.
another couple weeks later, I don't have a motorcycle. They all have motorcycles. I have a scooter. I have a Honda Elite 50. Like, this thing is so lame. It's a GoBot, right? Me, right? I go to hang a left. I go down Coleman Road, and then I see the ghost people. I'm like, whoa, what is that? So then I come back and they're gone, right? And they're like, look like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on, yo?
When I did it, they were standing there holding bread.
So I'm like,
These 2
what?
little girls,
So I'm like,
and
what
they
is
watched
going
me
on?
go by.
They
So
burn off?
forever.
I never
Forever
knew they
we
lived
go
there.
Years later, like I get engaged and everything.
Did
I
you
go.
think you could see through them?
I get invited. I get invited to a dinner, and my wife at the time we're going. She's like, yeah, they're Mennonites.
So the
whatever."
Bruderhofs or Mennonites are like the Amish.
They live on
We
this
had
road.
no
but we
idea
had no
that they
idea
lived, that there was
So
a whole
we go to
community
dinner,
up there.
We go to dinner, and I don't know what to say. They hand me a microphone. There's 500 people at this dinner, and we're about to thing. And I go, so I go, hey. And everybody else is like, thank you for having us here. I go, I just want to let you guys know, I thought you were ghosts for like ever.
Oh my god.
And my ex-wife, my wife at the time was going, she's the principal of the high school, and she's going, shut up!
Oh
Shut up! I was
my
I go, look,
God.
and I stand up and I start walking around, I was like, so we're riding on motorcycles, right? We go by, we see you guys, and then you just ducked in the woods. We didn't know you lived, man. We just thought you were ghosts. And then
I really did think.
I was like, and now you're real.
I
it's
believe
fine.
in ghosts, but I've never seen one. And
But
that
you've
day,
seen Bruder
when I
Hoffs.
rode by, I was like, what the hell is that? Because they were standing there holding bread.
But I've been friends with them ever
They
since
just
I
did
told
that.
that
It was like
story.
The
They're like
Shining.
the sweetest.
They're the best people.
They were
They're
like the two
best
twin girls in The
people in
Shining.
world.
They're the greatest people with the best bread too, and that's why they were sitting there. Like,
They were
Buy
probably,
their
yeah, they
bread?
wanted me to have the bread.
no, you
but-
can't.
You can't buy your.
No, they
their
can't. But
bread.
they'll give you the bread. They're nice people.
No, I want to.
They got good cookies too.
I want to give.
We're still guessing the names.
I know they are. Still
No
good.
guess on the names?
No.
So we have to
not
find a
yet.
new contest.
No, they'll.
How can you
If
possibly?
somebody.
Whoever eventually gets it will win it.
So
Yeah.
God, if Brady Hernandez is watching right now, and just got a new
Well,
house,
that's
wants to ring
actually
doorbell.
true.
Yeah. Eventually you'll get it.
Oh, by the way, happy anniversary to my wife.
Happy anniversary.
It was our anniversary yesterday. There's been a lot of like.
It's your
crazy-
anniversary yesterday?
Yeah, yeah. The first was
Happy
yesterday.
anniversary.
Thanks, man. 8 years. 8 years.
Wow.
I don't know how you.
We did a lot in 8 years.
I don't know how you did it. 8 years with him.
Yeah.
You have 7 kids.
That's the longest relationship I've ever been in.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Is that true?
What about me?
You don't put out.
Wow.
You don't put out.
You sure?
Yeah,
Never.
yeah.
That's the longest relationship that you've been in?
That's the longest relationship I've been in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Makes sense. It does.
Stuff that you did back then.
It does. Oh, I'll tell you. We go to the
Like I said, I got stories, but I'm not telling them.
we got to have our cars in the Jacob Javits Center show, like the International Auto Show, but I didn't finish my car in time. So my idea was I was going to put a smoke machine inside my car and just let it go off every 10 seconds. Smoke machines, that's not smoke. It's a juice that
Yeah,
just like
it's like a
fogs up,
vapor.
right?
Ooh.
So it went off for like 10 hours. I get in my car, it was just like a big condensation bomb. I had to drive.
Dickie had a Volkswagen GTI, and he had this bright idea that he was going to shave the windows on it. So it was like a little van. So there were no, it was just the 2 doors and then van.
I just posted a picture of it.
And I saw that. It's crazy. And it was, I did all this Terminator, like made the red look like it was ripped, and it was all like this, Terminator looking stuff. And he's like, I want to do a mural under the hood of the Terminator. So I was like, okay.
It's easy for me to say because I don't have to paint it.
Yeah. So literally, like, it was like one of those all-nighters to get it done. He's sleeping in a car seat in the corner of the shop. And it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was so happy that it was done. I was like, Dickie, wake up, man. Check this out. It's awesome. And he came up and he's just like, yeah, man,
Am I
it's
doing
cool.
this right? How am I doing?
Yeah. He's just like, yeah, man, it's cool. See you later. And he leaves. I was like, are you kidding me? You still have all that old packaging, the street glow stuff?
I
That on
have
there?
I have one of
none
the
that.
catalogs.
I have none
and then
of
I have one of the box. So our cars, his car and my
Because Z's car was on it.
were on the box. When you during Fast and Furious, when you bought an underbody,
They don't.
street
People
glow
don't
kit.
even put those on their cars anymore.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Really?
they
The
do.
under-
Yeah, but then now
under-
they're LED. But when you
Right.
bought that kit, our car was on the box. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Good times. We
Scott
had a lot of good
said,
times.
How about what was Nub's dog's name when he was on High Street for the doorbell question?
When I was on High Street.
Don't say the name in case we.
Oh, what was your first? They wouldn't know that. 'cause he
Oh,
was in-
High Street. That was when I was in Newburgh.
Well, this is what Scott's saying. Scott Smolensky.
High Street's Newburgh. He's got inside information.
Did you ever
Okay.
tell on social media how you got the name Nub? Would somebody know that or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
And it's
sorry.
in his bio.
Yeah, it's in my bio.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll keep it going. If nobody gets it, then we'll do another one another day.
High Street.
So we're up to
That was another fun shot.
425
Awesome.
for the panel for Hudson
guys
Valley
rock.
Garden Flight. So you just tell me when we're ending, and then I'll congratulate whoever it is.
Well, you want to give a 3-minute countdown from now?
Okay, we'll do 3-minute.
3-minute countdown. Gary, you got the stopwatch?
Yeah. It's between Jeremy and Bruce. I don't know who has it, but
There we go.
Jeremy and Bruce, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go.
3 minutes.
You got 3 minutes.
And then I'm going to get my hammer and gavel it. Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
So, no questions? On anything?
I asked you other questions.
Ask me all the questions.
I asked you every.
This was kind of a bizarre Pinstripe Tuesday.
Yeah.
When
Just
are we?
kinda-
When are we gonna? We've talked about. I'll call you out on this actually. When
What's
are we
that?
gonna? When
Oh.
are we gonna do another Marshall Hill project?
Well, as you know, we talked about it.
Yeah. So what?
30. 30 left.
I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. It'd be easier to do a motorcycle, unless we do the idea that we were talking about.
I think we should do that this spring. I think we put it.
Or the one we
Yeah.
met about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean we shouldn't let the cat out of the bag now.
No,
though.
but I think people should definitely
No.
look for that. Yes. But,
But
now, if
it's-
we set it in the real world, we have.
Then
to
we
do it.
have to now.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely should. We could do it in the spring.
Alex is so serious.
He is.
Very serious.
He's gonna throw stuff at you.
It's his children here.
And we're gonna we are doing it where it's named.
It's Marshall Hill
It's the
Project.
Marshall Hill
Yeah,
Project.
yeah, yeah.
To keep his
Yeah, because that's
his name
thing.
on top of it. Yep.
Well, are we gonna do that on Facebook or are we gonna do it on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't know much about.
Alex, that has to be more of a YouTube.
I don't
thing,
know
right?
much about YouTube
I'm
because
not sure yet.
Because
in
now
order
you can
to
do
do-
restream. If you do restream, it can be on all.
I'm
No.
looking at a couple platforms.
in
you
order
do it
to
on
do
all
stuff
three
on
now, you can
YouTube,
do
you
it.
need a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Scott said, or Gary says,
Okay.
2 minutes left.
Talk about it.
That was a minute ago. So we have 1 minute left, right? Is that correct? 1 minute.
Believe me, he's on it.
110.
110.
Okay. It is up to.
That means it's
4:30.
almost. It's what?
It's up to 4:30.
1 minute.
1 minute. The 1 minute countdown.
Jeremy, if you want all this stuff, you're gonna have to outbid 4:30.
So next week, what are we gonna do next week?
I don't know what's next week.
45.
I know.
Tony the Tiger was the next guest.
Tony the
Tiger
Tiger's
was
good.
really good.
I know the week after I'm gonna do a crazy leprechaun panel for
When
St.
is
Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day? Is it
On
on a
Wednesday.
Tuesday?
It's on
Oh,
Wednesday.
Whoop. Jeremy getting in at
Whoa.
4:45.
We're close. We're close to 450. 450 is you'll get half a veteran there. You get him halfway. Then he's got to hitchhike.
A
the rest of the
one-way?
way.
20
Yeah, you get him.
seconds.
You
20
get him there.
seconds.
You get him there. You just don't get him home. Or her.
Or her.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. It's like the ball dropping.
10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2.
1.
Done.
Done.
So I think
Right, because you got the delay.
Jeremy at 4:45.
Awesome,
I think you're
Jeremy.
right too, because I can see here.
You rock.
Great job.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Dave Haddon, what up, man? You gotta follow this guy, Dave Haddon. He's actually from Walden, but he does the best memes, man.
Really?
He's fucking. He's effing hilarious. I'm not good at them. I'm sorry. I'm part of your cancel culture.
She does it. She drops.
I don't say the F's.
Vanessa, I make you look better.
I do the I do the explicit.
She does the explicits.
What's that mean?
You know.
She starts
I'm
talking
a little
about all
dirty.
dirty stuff.
Oh, cool.
I don't
I missed all that. I
do
never
dirty.
get to see that. You're risque.
I'm a little risque.
Yeah.
This is correct.
So,
How do they track that?
how do they what?
How do they track
It
the
comes
risque?
up
I have no idea. I don't know if
explicit,
somebody,
like instantly.
if it picks up.
What kind of things do you
Code
have to talk
words.
about to do that? No, don't do it. But like, can you? Nah, forget
Zone is
it.
her mouth.
Can you
I'm
help
sorry.
me out?
You go.
Yeah.
It's your show.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
We usually say as soon as it comes out, we're like, well, there goes the
Done.
show now.
Done.
Now we're in the explicit gutter. So that's it. So, like I said, next week I don't know what we're doing. Week after I'm gonna do a cool, like kind of like this panel, but a leprechaun crazy guy. This panel will be done this week. It'll be available. Gonna do a little bit more detail and then clear it. And that's pretty much it for this week. Again, thank you to everybody that bid.
Thank you.
thank
to,
you.
Hudson Valley
Thank you.
Honor
No,
Flight.
thank you on behalf of Hudson Valley Honor Flight, because that's pretty cool.
Thank you,
Thank
Dickie,
you, Dickie Baxter.
for coming and hanging out.
This was
License
cool.
to sell.
Thank you to Trilogy Films for. They're the ones responsible for this mess.
Yeah.
And-
sponsors.
Thank you
Oh,
to
yeah.
FBS, the tapes I use. Thank you to Sada, all the spray guns, spray equipment, and to Baldwin Winery. They got really good wines. And you guys ship too, right?
Yes, we do.
Good stuff. Blueberry Merlot. Good product.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's good stuff, dude.
Mm.
So that's it. We'll see you next week, and peace.
See ya.